Hello, Gemini, and happy holidays to you. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving and a safe one, and I wish you start off with a wonderful holiday season for the month of December. This is going to switch it up a little bit. This is going to be a monthly tarot card reading. It's a 5-card tarot card reading for the overall energy of the month of December for you, Gemini. Um, It is a general reading for the larger collective of Geminis, and it's intended for informational purposes. The information may not resonate with all Geminis, and please understand that it's totally okay. Take what fits and let the rest go. To save time, I already shuffled the cards and requested the universal guidance. The cards that were selected here were ejected on their own during the shuffle. The 5 cards that were exited during the shuffle for this overall energy reading for the month of December for you, Gemini, are lined up here. This first card represents the overall energy for your past influences. This is significant energy, typically over the past few months for the overall collective of Geminis. In some cases, this energy may have resolved itself during these past months, and in other cases, it still may be lingering and perhaps goes into your present energy. The second card here represents the overall energy for your present energy, things that are existing right now for the month of December for you. The third card here represents the overall energy for any future energies, things that are on the cusp, things that are around the corner, that may be surfacing. That is represented by your third card. The fourth card here represents the overall energy for challenges that you may encompass. Keep in mind that the challenges don't imply anything negative. They could be simply information to provide awareness, and in most cases they are presented as choices for you to make based on your own free will. And the fifth card here represents the overall energy for any outcomes, things that are resolved during this time period for you, Gemini, for the month of December 2020. Before we get started, I would first like to, as a request, your support because of the YouTube algorithms. It's very important that you click what I call the big 3. Click like this video, click subscribe to this channel, and click the notification bell. All 3 of those algorithms, you won't see much on your side, but they're critically important for YouTube in order to use for algorithms to market new channels, new pages to a larger audience. And I'm still a new channel, and would appreciate your support and helping me get marketed if you're up to it. So I appreciate that in advance. So let's get started. So, in our past influences card, we have here the 9 of Wands, and this is in your past influences here, Gemini. So, angel and spirit guides, please help us understand why the 9 of Wands here is in the Gemini's past influence energies for the month of December, please. Well, I'm picking up here that in general, the 9 of Wands here is encouraged many Geminis in the past few months, that you need to keep pushing forward. That many of you were so close to achieving whatever it is that you wanted to achieve, or some finish line goal. So even though many of you may have wanted to give up, this really was presented as a final challenge for you. And it was needed in order for you to reach a goal. And it was important that you didn't let go of this, or you didn't give up, because it involved many of your hopes and your dreams. And many of you were close to making it a reality. So it was important for many of you to stand firm in the face of any of your challenges, and that in order for you to reach this goal. Some of you also may have had opposing or opposition from others to help you or to prevent you from your plans, or they may have made things more difficult for you than needed to be. Some of you may even felt attacked by trying to put things together. But you had to understand that the people who were doing this were typically doing it out of sort of a jealousy, and were jealous of your success. And often they were just projecting their own sort of insecurities and fears on you. And it was important that you didn't let that get to you. Remember that during this time frame, many of you, as far as I'm picking up here as the collective Geminis, you were the change makers, and it was important for you to share your message, and it was important that you didn't dim that light because of others' insecurities. This card also represents in your past energies, because I'm picking up that many Geminis in the past few months were feeling sort of battered and bruised. You were you endured a lot of challenges and struggles along your way, and this could have been related to the COVID-19 challenges um, more recently. But the Nine of Wands here during your past influences in these past few months was asking you, Geminis, to trust that this was merely a test of your grit, and it was testing your resilience, and it was important that you knew that every time you overcome some sort of obstacle that you were getting stronger, and that is critical, and that was vital to this inner sort of resources, that's this inner energy that you possessed in order to overcome those sort of difficult times. And there were times I'm picking up, maybe you felt things were really going to be impossible. But the nine here, wands in your past influences, for many of you, was there to help and provide assurance that you will prosper as long as you maintain your position. And if you didn't succeed at first, try again, because it didn't mean it was over. I'm picking up that really overall the Nine of Wands here and your past influences for the larger collective of Geminis was basically a sign that you were facing adversity, and as long as you stood tall and strong, even if you were exhausted, you were resilient and you were persistent, and you were ready and did what you needed to do to succeed. And I'm picking up the majority of you were able to accomplish that, whatever it was, and however small it was. As we get into our present energy, we have the Prince of Wands. Another tarot card is called the Page, and this deck, it's called the Princess or Prince of Wands here. Angel and Spirit Guides, please help us understand why the Page or Princess of Wands here is in our Gemini's present energy for the month of December, please. Well, I'm picking up that for many Geminis, you have this natural gift of dreaming up, ideas, and particularly creative ideas that are inspiring, and different from what we know. And your dreams sort of aspire around such sort of creative ideas. However, I'm picking up here that with the Page of Wands here, or the Princess of Wands here in your present energy, that some of you are experiencing sort of this creative restlessness, and you haven't moved forward with it because of unsureness, or unsure if you should move forward, or are you ready to move forward. The reason why you're feeling, I'm picking up here, this sort of hesitation, that's really what this is, to move forward, is really, think of it as a sign here, and it's your sixth sense basically giving you a message. And we know that the pages of the princes and princesses of most decks are messenger cards, and they are here to provide a message. And what this basic message here is providing here is, the reason is to take a pause, reassess what it is that you're doing or wanting to accomplish. And if you are still in that right mind and you still feel what you need to do is what you need to do, then you will move forward. All this was doing here was asking you to pause before you move forward, just to be sure that is what you are wanting to do, to achieve, to go, to do whatever. If you still want to stand by whatever it is that you're trying to go forward with, or move on, or achieve, or manifest, go forward with it as long as you feel good about it. It's just asking you to pause and reassess. That's what it is, and that's why you can move forward now if you're ready to go. This is also very important because it's in your present energy here, Geminis, because it's giving you that energy that you're in, message that you can do anything and everything that you want. It's encouraging you to embrace, the opportunities to start on a new journeys or projects or adventures or new relationships, and just go with the flow and let it take you where it takes you. This is not necessarily a card that says you have to have everything in place or have to have a strategy. This is just really somewhat a leap of faith, and just going for it, and because the universe is going to protect you no matter what. Um, this is about feeling excited about the possibilities of something new and different. For many also, I'm picking up here that the Page of Wands is also, shows up here because some of you are on a spiritual path, and it could be a journey that's calling you. You're having this, you're feeling this need or this want, or having a curiosity about something that's intriguing you, and you want to learn more about it. And it could be self-healing, it could be a hobby, it could be just anything of interest, a new book, or it could be anything, but there's something that you're intrigued about, that you saw, that you want to know more about, and you want to learn more about it, and you want to spend some time doing it. And so this is saying, go for it. Pause what, if it's important to you, go for it and learn, because you will benefit from that learning. And you will also benefit from working with a wise mentor. Seek out somebody who is an expert on or has experience with whatever topic it is that you have a curiosity about, or who's walking that path, because they can help you through that process, and you'll learn even more from a person who's already done it. So go forth. In the third card here, we have the Three of Cups. So it is an upright. So angel and spirit guides, please help us understand why the Three of Cups here is in Gemini's third energy card of future energies, please. Well, again, this is for Gemini. There's a lot of energy here around some sort of creative project or something that you're working on, and it's something that you're trying to achieve. And what I'm picking up here for, again, the significant energy, not for every Gemini, but for some Geminis, that's the significant energy I'm picking up here. Is you're sort of asking yourself, do you go forward on this project individually, or should you work a part of a group? The reverse Three of Cups here shows up here in guiding you in your future energy, is to allow you to consider that your creativity is being stifled, or if you feel it's being stifled, and if you feel you're being formed or forced to sort of join other people because you're being stifled by it and that you're resisting it. However, the universe is asking you to look at this in a different way and be open to innovation and alternative approaches. And the universe is basically saying you will learn much by working with others, and it will be invaluable for you to allow that process. So don't fight it, embrace it. You'll learn from it. For many, also I'm picking up here for Geminis that the Three of Cups is also about friendship and social events. This is sort of, encouraging you sort of to, celebrate. It's about creative collaborations, which are hard to coming into this group. It's also about friends and family. Now, this happens to be around the holidays of December, and so that can make sense there. But it's also with the new COVID restrictions that are coming in the month of December of 2020, that's maybe stifling some of your plans. But this is saying, even with family plans, be creative. If you can't get together, be creative. Use creative energies, and don't think of it as a negative way. Think of it still as a positive way, and you will have a wonderful time. It can be done. It's about enjoying camaraderie, even if it's through Zoom or Facebook or FaceTime technology. You can still enjoy yourself. This is a connection card with people that you want to be around and who bring you joy and happiness. So even if you're worried about you're not going to be able to celebrate with those that you love, particularly now for the month of December during these holidays, you can still do it in another way. Just be creative in how you do it. Don't let these restrictions narrow it for you. Make lemonade is basically what I'm picking up here. You're throwing a challenge of how you can socialize and get together with people. Find a creative way to do it that still is in the best interest of your safety and theirs. So again, find a new way to connect. Because this here is encouraging you to gather with close friends and have a good time together, even if it's done over through technology. If you cannot get together with somebody, you can still laugh, you can still talk, you can still share, and you still can create with the use of technology. It's better than nothing and doing nothing. So remember, the old saying is, you make things what you want them to be. So if you want them to be happy and memorable, even if you have to sort of modify and find creativity and changes and use technology, then you will make it happy. Think positive, laws of attraction. So, again, this is a very social period. And Geminis, you love socialization. And yes, this might cramp your style a little bit, but do the best thing that you can with it. Make the best, use that creative energy and be the social person who finds creative ways to channel it. You can make it fun and you can make it meaningful if you just use your energy. The Three of Cups here, also is inviting you, the collective of Geminis, to collaborate with the others again. And I'm thinking if it could be around these holiday things, just how can you celebrate meaningful things using technology? And some of you, even though we've had it for years, may not use it. This is your opportunity to use it and benefit from it. It's about collaborating with other people and how you can do this, because you can achieve a lot of things in bigger bulks and more quickly with other people's ideas, and you can play off each other's positivity and passion. The Three of Cups here is a very creative card for you, Gemini, and your future things of how to deal with this and this socialization, you can overcome it, and you can even be the star person to get other people to come along. So if people are feeling bummed out, turn it around. Make lemon out of lemonade, and you will have a memorable time, and so will everybody else. And our fourth card here, Geminis, we have the Prince of Pentacles, also a Page of Pentacles in the other tarot cards. This is in your challenges, and it's in the reverse position. Angel and Spirit Guides, please help me understand, and our Geminis understand why the Page or Prince of Pentacles is in reverse for their challenge energies for the month of December, please. Well, like your previous cards here, it's about, the theme here is about exploring a new project and something that you want to be creative on. With this, the Page of Cards or Prince of Pentacles here being in reverse, I'm picking up the energy that you're having is with this new project or business idea. But however, for some of you, in a more formal way, you're not ready to move forward with it just yet. There's still brainstorming things that you want to go through, and you're wanting to keep that to yourself, is what I'm picking up. Some of you may be worrying that perhaps you don't have the skills or resources to push it out right this minute, or it's not good timing. So you're putting the idea on hold, or perhaps you're just procrastinating out of some reason. So this page here, the message, again, pages are messenger cards. The message here for your challenge of the decision that you want to make during the month of December is, are you putting these ideas on hold for a good reason, or are you just simply procrastinating for no other reason? And this is encouraging you that if the opportunity is there and it continues to present itself to you and you want to move forward with it, it's saying trust that gut feeling, and if it's presented to you, go forward with it. Don't hold it back. I'm also picking up here that, again, the reverse Pentacles is suggesting that for some Geminis, you're trying to get a specific project off the ground, or some idea, but every time you try, you're just hit with obstacles. And some cases, these obstacles are making you frustrated, but it could be because you didn't plan sufficiently, or you lost sight of what your original inspiration was, or perhaps you're just trying too hard, and you're being too hard on yourself. So if that's hitting some of you. This card is indicating that give yourself some space and step away from the project or whatever you're working on that has these obstacles, and just give yourself a little break. And this little break will allow you to re-energize and refocus before you try again. And you will get the energy and the insight that you're wanting. Just take a break from it and do something different. You'll be okay. And others, this card as pages represents wanting to identify goals and to work on them and figure out how you're going to achieve them. This is a good opportunity for many of you sort of to reassess whatever these goals are or manifestations or things that you're wanting, to find out if it's truly in your higher good. Is whatever you're asking for going to make you happy and bring you joy? Can you modify it and make it better? So it's about reassessment. It's about just understanding that if you pause for a moment to sort of reassess it and reevaluate it, and perhaps maybe when you had an idea 2 months ago, right now it needs to be modified, then modify it. This is the opportunity, because whatever you do with this change, it'll be successful. The Page of Pentacles here, or the Prince of Pentacles here in reverse, is inviting you, Geminis, to learn from your past mistakes. Just think of it as every situation or any situation that's not worked out the way you expected it. You can discover new aspects of yourself and new ways of how you handle it and how could you handle it differently. That's the learning process, and to appreciate that learning process, it's changed that thinking. So instead of feeling victimized or down and beaten on, look at these things as positive energy, and you will benefit from that rethinking. The important questions to ask yourself when these obstacles come about is, what can you learn from these past experiences? How can you avoid making the same mistakes again? It's encouraging you to be open and curious, and trust that anything that was considered a failure is not really a failure. It's a learning lesson, and if you learn from that lesson, it'll be a success. Simple as that. Finally, in your outcome card here, Gemini, we have the Ace of Wands. However, you have it in reverse, and this has to do with your outcome energies. Angel and Spirit guides, please help us understand why the Ace of Wands is in the reverse position for the outcome energies for Geminis for the month of December 2020, please. Well, the Ace of Wands in reverse position suggests for you, Gemini, that again, a theme of creative ideas here, that there's these ideas that are emerging within you, but you're uncertain as to what form it will come, or how you will express it, or how you're going to manifest it. I'm picking up that many of you have the energy and the passion, and yet you don't necessarily have the clear outlet or the clear idea how to express this creative idea that you have. Some of you may be waiting, again, for something to happen before you can pursue it, or you prefer to keep the idea private until your confidence kicks back in. But again, this is encouraging you that all of these wonderful ideas that are bubbling up and you're thinking about, no matter what they are, it's important that you find a way to harness this creative energy to set you up in the long run. In other words, don't be floating on 20 different ideas. Write down the ones that you have, and then look at the ones that mean the most important or most important to you. Multitasking is not going to help you, so it's important that you focus on one at a time. What's the most important to you, for whatever reason? The reverse Ace of Wands here is again suggesting that Geminis, you find a way to if you're finding it difficult. If you're finding it difficult to define your purpose of what it is that you want to create, and you're feeling that your energy is being sapped, and it's leading to unmotivation, and you're feeling uninspired. Again, these are these questions that are coming forward, and you have to sort of do a self-assessment and ask yourself, is this what you want in life? Is this something that is worth doing better or doing elsewhere? Moreover, it's important that you sort of do that self-assessment about, are there other opportunities that might have come forward or that you've overlooked, that can present something different to you. So use this as a self-assessment period, and use this energy as a way to sort of motivate you to channel it in the right direction if you're feeling stuck. Um, Again, if you want to achieve this goal, you can do it by simple self-assessment, spending minimal time just asking some basic questions. I'm also picking up that the reverse of wands here can be a sign that Geminis, you're feeling frustrated with the delays, which we've spoken about in here already, and these delays are impeding your progress. Some of you perhaps you're feeling impatient, and that you wish things were done in a more action-oriented way, because you're losing your momentum, and that's what you're worried about. If you're feeling that way, the key message here from this is not now, but maybe later. That message here is the universe's way of telling you that this pause is for a purpose. And the reason why these frustrations or this lag is happening is because something isn't ready and it isn't aligned yet. And so don't fight it, work with it. There's a pause. The universe is pausing this for a reason, because it's not ready or you're not ready. So it's just encouraging you to please be patient and wait for the best opportunity before you move ahead. And you will have a good outcome. So, Geminis, there you have it. That is your monthly December of 2020 tarot card reading, your 5-card energy reading. I want to thank you very much for your watching this video. I am encouraging you again to please click on what I call the big 3, which is click the like button, click the subscribe, and click the notification button. They're all important for the YouTube algorithms in order to promote my channel. You won't get bombarded with junk mail, but that's how YouTube markets new channels to the wider audience, is by those what I call big 3. And if you would be so kind to support, I would greatly appreciate it. Again, if you feel up to it, I just put it out there. So thank you so much. I wish you a wonderful holiday season for this December of 2020. So Geminis, feel free to leave a comment. If you feel any part of this reading was applicable to you, please leave a comment. If you didn't, or none of it resonated with you, it's perfectly okay. It just means it wasn't. There's other factors that take place because it's a general reading. So I thank you again for your support and consideration to subscribe and like the video and hit the notification, and have a wonderful and safe holiday, and be mindful of these new COVID restrictions that are coming in, and just think positive, and it will work out for you. So happy holidays to you, and we will see you in January 2021. Thank you so much.